slingshot. I'm asking you point blank, which you think is harder to kill with that slingshot? A lion, a bear, or a Goliath? Which harder? Thanks very much. That is my answer. To me, that common sense answer. Well, if you differ, well, let me tell you why. Here, why you listen this thing? Listen, I have associated with soldiers on the border Guyana, and I use the weapon already, right? Or you can see how it shoots and all of that. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. If you are in front of a giant and you have a slingshot, the giant can move predictably, a tall giant like that, predictably in one direction, and he can throw whatever predictably in one direction. It is all for you to get out of the way. But I have visited the zoo and I watched the lion. And I don't want to go close, musician, I don't want to go close. He got bars and then bars are staying far because I know he has claws. He has teeth and agility and quickness. Why are you messing with that? And a bear? You study the bear? Listen, if a bear gives you a bear hug, you ribcage gone, you mash up. Why am I telling you all of this? I am telling you all of this because David, before he met Goliath, killed a lion and a bear, and he did not do it in his own strength. He depended upon God to do it. I want us to get that here. Listen, you must go back the chapter before battle, chapter 17, and you're going to notice that David is not telling Goliath about his strength. No, David is telling, you must go back and read it. I see a black look on some of your faces. David is telling Goliath that he's coming to him in the name of the Lord of hosts. And when you come to battle, not in your own strength, but in the strength of the name of the Lord of hosts, you will be successful. We have some personal battles in. Just that you don't know mine and I don't know yours. So we come and we dress up with our best dandan and come to church. By the way, continue doing that. And you put your perfume and your deodorant and you put on your nice fancy hair, some that grow on your head and some that you bought, and you come out and all of that. That's all right, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And you polish up your face, etc. But we all have spiritual battles, and we have to understand the story of David and Goliath and understand that the giants in our lives, we can win out if we come to the devil in the name of the Lord of hosts. Jesus Christ pointed out, he says very clearly when he was talking to the disciples, and the disciples asked him, why couldn't we cast out the demon from this boy? He said, this kind went not out but by prayer and fasting. And many times we waited until we come to church to pray and fast on a weekly basis. If you want to be successful against the spiritual giants, you have to spend time praying and fasting, and nobody has to even know that you're doing it. Come on. Amen. Amen. That's how you win your battles. And by the way, I don't want to know what is this spiritual battle. Because I'm a human being just like you. So as I hear that you're a thief, I start judging you a certain way. As I hear that you're a fornicator, I start judging you a certain way. That's why I'm not a priest. I'm taking confession. I confess to God. I talk to him. I pour out to him. And you notice what Jesus Christ said? We talk about spiritual battle now. And you notice what he said? He said, leave the scribes and the Pharisees. And you go in your closet and pour out to him. In closet prayer, you're supposed to talk to God as to a friend and pour out to him this confidential friend. Tell him and ask him to help you to win your spiritual battle. And he is going to victory and success story. Don't miss it, you know, don't miss it. His success story was not the giant.
No way.
As far as David was concerned, there's a walkover. And brethren, let me tell you something about spiritual growth. Understand that every battle that you win against the devil causes you to be stronger. Listen, all Satan, that devil dog, I must call him a dog, you know, he's all mangy dog. Yeah. Jesus Christ conquered him already at the cross. You must understand, you must know for sure that the Christian upon his knees, Satan trembles, and when a Christian is on his knees, it's strength and power from on high. Let me share something else that helped David. You just watch it just so. Apart from a shepherd, well, you know he was a shepherd, look after sheep. But you realize that David also played the harp? Yeah. You look at that lightly. You realize also that David composed. Yeah. Check the Psalms. The Psalms are really songs, composition of songs. Now you just take that lightly, don't take it lightly. When did David get the chance to do these compositions? David had extra time when he's looking after his sheep. The detail, let us be faithful so that we can talk to him when we get to heaven. Right? I don't have the detail. But one thing I know, and that is David had quiet time and extra time that he did not choose to idle away.
Come on.
That's important. I want to pause it. I didn't read it there, but my brain is going in a certain direction. I want to pause it today and present to you that David was out in nature a lot, and further I want to say to you emphatically that David used to go to bed early and get up early.
Yeah.
That one knocking somebody. He knocking somebody because many times we don't associate early going to bed and proper sleeping habit with the spiritual life. Here you must associate proper sleeping habit with good mental health and good decision making and your spirituality. And here it comes very clear to me as I study David. Listen, I compose too, you know. I write stuff. All my lifetime I'm writing stuff. Some of what you're benefiting from now, in terms of every morning, is not what I write now. It's what I wrote a long, long time ago. Oh, you didn't know that? But listen to this. When a person has to compose and they have to write, you need quiet time. And you see those devices that we have? They're good, you know. They're good. Nothing wrong with them. But you have to make sure you know how to manage them. Yeah. Everybody cussing cell phone, cussing computer, cussing internet. Well, if we did not have internet with COVID, some of us, we would be most miserable. You didn't realize that? Oh, you didn't realize that? Yeah, we could zoom this, you could talk with it, you could look at funeral, your relative died in the UK and they buried him, and you could look at it. Where is the internet? So stop cussing the internet and start cussing yourself for not managing it properly. All right. We cussing it for long ago. They had scrolls. Then afterwards they invented printing press. And then they move on to typewriter and the progression goes on. Well, this is the internet is just another progression. And all truth is God's truth. God is using those same devices if you allow him. If you allow him and if you manage it, sins and to get the message of salvation across to you and to many others.
Yeah.
I forget my point about David. Listen. David developed a closeness with God because I firmly believe he went to bed early and got up early and could have found inspirational time, quiet time to talk with his God and to write down messages like we have in the Psalms.
Amen. Amen.
Now hear this. Hear this. You know, there are days, if you want me to respond quickly to whatever, don't send it on WhatsApp or those. No. You know why? If I keep track of all the messages that come to me on the WhatsApp, I will go mad, and I don't want to go mad. It's overload. I want you to understand. So some days I leave the phone, and there are times if I don't have an important meeting and the phone is forgotten in the car, I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. I'm not a medical doctor. And if you understand the point I'm making. So you have to know to manage that because it will destroy your spiritual life. Let's move on. Let's move on. I just thought we should stop there. So let's go now. Let's go now forward. David won the battle. The ladies sang on his behalf, and King Saul is annoyed. Hear this. Whenever you realize that God is using you, whoever you are, man, woman, boy, or girl, and he can use children, I'm sure about that. Whenever you realize that God is using you, just focus on service to God and not the politics in terms of what you have to do. Don't focus on the politics. The politics will change. Yeah. Don't focus on the politics. Oh, I don't like the elder, so I won't serve. Oh, I don't like the Sabbath school superintendent, so I won't present. Oh, I don't like Pastor Gittern, so I won't play music for you. No, don't get into that. That's what Saul was getting into. Yeah. Instead of Saul, hush your mouth. Shut your mouth, man. Because if David did not win the battle and venture out to fight with the Philistine Goliath of God, then Saul's neck would have been in trouble. You read the Bible and understand what they did to those leaders who they captured. Sometimes they used to put fish hook in their mouth and pull them. So hush your mouth, Saul. Oh, shut up. The women are politically correct. They are politically correct. Because actually, yes, David is the one who used his spiritual insight, foresight, and his ability and connection with God. So Saul, hush up and just go along with the guy. Now 2 points and then I stop preaching. David, that's why I like the boy. And I like the man.
Come on.
Yeah, I like him. Now, let me share with you. Let me share this with you. 1 Samuel chapter 26, verse 11. You got to read the whole chapter. It says, the Lord forbid that I should stretch forth my hand against the Lord's anointed. But take his weapon. That was his AK-47. Yeah, that was his assault rifle. Take his weapon, but just put it in words, and take his water bottle, and let's go. Watch. How many of you, don't answer me, this one I don't want to answer. Because somebody will lie in church. I don't want you to lie in church. Right? How many of you, this is your enemy, who is seeking after you? He is hunting you with soldiers. What? Saul using state money and state resources not to fight the Philistines, but to fight David. It's right there.
Yeah.
And he's talking about what politically correct. Well, what politically correct about that? Taxpayers' money. Now Saul is using up all of that to fight one man who belongs to Israel, an Israelite like himself, who should be in his army, and he fighting the battle. It's not corrupt our mind gets.
Yeah.
When once we are jealous and once we are not focused on the work of the Lord, and the work of the Lord at that time was to conquer the other nations and the surrounding nations and to let them know that Yahweh God, He is the most powerful. But instead, Saul is hunting David. So the question is, how many of you